Hey there. So, in a world that's all about digital everything, with e commerce just exploding, you know what's suddenly a super hot topic? Logistics. Yeah, really. So, let's dive in and figure out how you can get a piece of that action. I mean, who would have guessed? It's pretty wild to think that this whole system of just moving stuff around is the engine that's powering our entire modern economy. It's way more than just boxes and trucks now. We're talking technology, strategy, and some seriously incredible opportunities. So here's our game plan for this explainer. We're going to start with the big picture, then jump right into some solid business ideas. After that, we'll get into what it really takes to win, how to tackle the challenges, and then the big one, what your next move should be. Ready? Let's do it. Okay, first things first, before we get to all the exciting ideas, we've got to understand the playground we're in. Think of this as laying the foundation, It's the core stuff you need to know before you can build anything that lasts. At its heart, logistics sounds so simple, right? Get something from here to there, but doing it well is a whole other story. It's about that product's entire journey, and the goal is always the same. Make it smooth, make it fast, and make it cheap. Because if you mess up any one of those three, the whole system starts to shake. So, what's the bottom line here? You need to know your stuff. You've got to understand transport, warehousing, and this is a big one, it's non-negotiable, the tech that holds it all together. But most important of all, you need a rock-solid business plan. Seriously, think of it as your GPS. Without it, you're just driving around in circles, burning through cash and time. And yeah, before you even turn the key, you have to decide what kind of vehicle you're even driving. Are you just focusing on transportation? Are you a full-on fulfillment center doing the whole shebang? Or maybe you're the person renting out the gear everyone else needs. Each path is a totally different road trip. All right, let's get to the fun part. It's time to dig into some real concrete opportunities. We're going to do a rapid-fire round of some of the most profitable and exciting ideas in logistics right now. So listen up for something that really clicks with you. First up, the absolute classic, a trucking business. This is the backbone of the entire industry, moving stuff across town, across the state, or even across the country. In this game, it's all about smart routes and saving fuel. It might be old school, but trust me, it's still gold. Next, we've got order fulfillment. Think about it like this. You become a mini Amazon for all those thousands of online stores that are too small to handle their own shipping. You do the pick, pack, and ship, and they get to focus on selling. This is a massive growth area. And then there's last mile delivery. This is that final super critical step, getting a package from the local warehouse right to the customer's front door. We all want our stuff fast, right? That makes this a super high demand service where being reliable is everything. Now we're getting into the high stakes, high reward zone. Cold chain is all about moving things that need to stay at a specific temperature. We're talking fresh food, medicine, vaccines. It takes special gear and real know-how, but the payoff can be huge. With more online shopping comes a lot more returns. Managing that flow of products going backward from the customer back to the company is a massive and growing field. Some online shops see up to 30% of their stuff come back. A bad returns process can kill a business. And that's exactly where you can come in. Here's a thought. Why drive the truck when you can build the brain that tells all the trucks where to go? This is all about creating the technology, the tracking software, the route planning AI, the inventory systems that makes the entire industry smarter and faster. Okay, so a great idea is one thing, but actually doing it, that's what separates the winners from, everyone else. So let's talk about the key things that will make or break your success in this industry. And what's so cool about this is how it connects right back to the ideas we just talked about. The biggest driver is the e-commerce boom. That's what's fueling demand for fulfillment and last mile. And those other big niches, cold chain and reverse logistics, are right there too. See, these aren't just random ideas. They're direct answers to what the market needs. Let me be perfectly clear about this. Technology isn't just a nice to have, it's a survival tool. If you can't give your clients real-time tracking or use automation to work smarter or use data to predict what's coming, you're already behind. And beyond the tech, you gotta nail these three things. Placement, where you are, is everything. A warehouse in the middle of nowhere is basically useless. Partnerships, you can't do this alone, so you need a great network. And paperwork, you have to get the legal stuff right. The rules are strict, and one little mistake can shut you down for good. So you're up and running. But But the road in logistics is never perfectly smooth. Let's get real about the challenges you're definitely going to face and the strategies you can use to navigate right through them. And this shows the reality of the industry perfectly. For every big challenge, there's a smart fix. Facing impossible deadlines? You need route optimization software. Drowning in inventory? Smart software is the answer. Costs creeping up? You've got to focus on lean, efficient operations. It's all about being proactive instead of just reacting to problems. And when it comes to growth, you need a plan. A great way to think about it is in phases. First, add services that make sense, like a delivery company adding storage. Then, bring in next-level tech, like robotics or AI. And finally, once your system is dialed in and working perfectly, then you can start expanding to new places.
Wow. Okay, we have covered a ton of ground, from the absolute basics to high-level growth strategies. So now, let's tie it all together and figure out your next move for building a future in this space.
So, what does this all boil down to? It's really a simple 4-step launchpad. 1, pick an idea that actually fits you, your skills, your passion. 2, build that solid business plan, your GPS. 3, lean into technology from day one. And 4, and this is huge, never forget you're in a service business. Happy customers are the best fuel for growth you'll ever find. And that's our look at how to break into the booming logistics industry. It takes a good idea for sure, but more than that, it takes great execution. So that really just leaves one last question for you to think about. Which one of these ideas are you going to build first?